This is the Overlord speaking. Okay, I'm using the Godhead's body to make this recording. Okay, I smoothed out the lock turning. So it turns like this, and it turns back all the way in. Let me show it right there. That's the bolt moving. And now I'm gonna lock it right there. And did you see that's my hand right there. So I'll move it like this. I'm not pushing on the door at all, but I'm testifying that I did push on the door before I turned on the camera. Yeah, but I'm not pushing on it now, and I can't hold it that way. It's going to stuck again. It's going to be stuck again. So that's the lock moving. Now I need to show something about this. This is okay, now I can see it. It's loose this way. Okay, and now this is the wipe. It's a great value surface cleaner wipe for cleaning surfaces. And I used it right here at the top door locking here. I cleaned it this way and it is loose. And while it is loose, I cleaned it and this came off on the wipe. And I didn't record that I was cleaning it because I didn't know what I was going to find. So I'm just testifying to the best of my ability as to what I saw and what I see now. And I'm going to post it on YouTube because I don't have a lot of time left here. This is illegal. These keys fit this door locking, but I am not due here anymore. So I'll just take these keys right here. This key does not fit the door locking. It does not go in right there, no. And this key, it fits the door locking. It goes right in and it turns this way. There, can you see it? Okay. Well, I'm hanging up the keys again by the door. I can't say that I know why this door locking is loose. There, now you can see it. Ah, not that way. Up and down. Now I'm going to turn it this way. It does close smoothly, but it is moving this way, up and down, and all around in a circle. Yep. I don't know how that's possible, but I can see a little bit into the mechanism a little. Oh, just right here. There's just that much space right there. So this is to be replaced, but I don't want to live here. I need to move to another location and get new keys and everything new in there, and then I need myself deceased. And I can't do that unless somebody goes to jail and prison and pays out the key to myself from a deceased address of the prison, and that's how I can make the key myself. Yep, if I could get somebody in prison and they go upstate to a deceased address prison, that means they have to go to a prison with a deceased address. I can get the key that way. And that means I need more than one of you in prison. I need about 100 of you in prison to get a key and make it myself. So I'm pretty much just landlording that you're crime lording myself. And you're not going to stop because you don't know how to stop at this point. It can't be helped. So I wanted to use this wipe to continue cleaning because it still has moisture in it from the cleaning fluid that comes in the wipe container. There's still some moisture in it. And I don't really want to wipe anything because the door locking is like this problem. It's greased and it's dirty and dusty. That's black grease from the door locking. So this is a wipe that goes in the garbage. But I'm not ready to take that out yet, even though there's a reason to take it out. There is a reason to take it out. And that is this bag right here. I know what's in there. And I haven't taken it to the dumpster yet. And this lock is already like this. So there's somebody on the internet who sent me a comment. So let me say it another way. There's somebody on the internet who sent a comment to a video I posted. That means I said sent me a comment, and that's erroneous to say it that way. So I'm going to say it another way. Locksmith. And I didn't hire a locksmith, but he's charging me that he's looking at the video, and he's telling me with a comment who he is, that he saw the video. And I don't need to know the comments that way. I don't need to know who you are making the comment. The comment is from God, not from who you are and where you are. But approximately your landlord and your internet charges that way for years. And I'm just letting you know that's not paid for because I've just started using the internet. Postings on the internet have been going on for the past 6 months to a year. I can't count the time exactly because of the first posting being illegal. And I don't have internet charges paid for whatsoever. That means you can pay internet service providers, but you don't have internet charges paid for to myself. Well, I'm the one who's going to decease you out of that. You think you're going to wait for the end of all time and die in God, and you are going to die out of being formed at the end of all time. I don't mean to be the one to break the news to you, who promised you roses. Jesus had a crown of thorns, is not paid for. Those thorns have been since repossessed. So I'm back at the food again. And this box looks like it has some stains in there, like maybe grease or something, lightly grease. Right here, these marks right here, maybe it was like watermarks on the cardboard. So I need a new box, and that's not really paid for because I don't know if I'm going to obtain one until I see it. So I did not ask for this one. It was offered, and it was abandoned here. Okay, I was just using this so that the wipe did not touch the table, so I don't need that anymore. This is illegally on at this point. I have to turn it off, but I can't because the door locking is this problem. If I've lost you, that's because I'm recording for myself deceased. And that won't become clear until I am not here in the formed world anymore. And then you'll know that I am in order. And I am very good at what I do. So, here's a wallet. This wallet is deceased. But I saw somebody open it and put money in there and close it and leave it for me. And that's just angry because it's deceased, just like I'm deceased. And there's no way to tell you what's wrong with that because you're trying to motion over deceased with so much criminal action on the threatening that you found out that I'm deceased from me. And that's illegal Because if I'm deceased, that's due for the God over myself to say that I'm deceased. If it's due for you to know. And there is none higher than me. And you found out from me, because there is none higher than me. Yep, and I don't afford that you rely on me that way. That's you having pressed yourself all the way till the deceasement of you being formed. And you were illegally alive was established. You were not getting what you wanted. That means you're illegal to yourself and you're illegally alive. And that's established. But you're not supposed to say that about me. I'm illegally alive is because you're illegally alive, and it's not the other way around. I'm the first and alive, of course, but I'm the first and alive of world number 17, not world number 1. This is world number 17 disaster here, not world number 1. That means 16 worlds went by, and I was not here, and I am here in world number 17. Just to give you the good news that I am myself, and you don't like me personally, all up in my face about yourselves with yourselves personally. And I am recording it, but I am not malicious. I have genitals. I am in my genitals, and I am not malicious in genitals. Malicious is in heaven, so I will identify that. I am not malicious. I identify malicious in heaven. And I am in my genitals not malicious. Heaven is malicious because it sees you that way. It creates you that way. It's creating all the genitals, and it is malicious because it creates the many people in genitals. And it creates all the genitals, and it is malicious that way. That's my statement. Now, I'm on to what I need to order for food. And this video is not going to be seen because I have too much information. But that's because some people did too much illegal action on the threatening because they can, and they were trying to lock myself up that I am not deceased anymore because I have ever been deceased as long as I have been alive. But it's disclosed by myself that I'm deceased, and I am making a threat that way. That you don't know what's ahead of myself, but I do. I am threatening you that I am deceasing my genitals are female. When I say I'm deceased, I am in the threatening that I am deceasing my genitals are female. And after that, I have no genitals. That's where this is going. You can't actually undo it. You can't take away everything I need for myself because I said that I'm deceased, and you say, no. Take that bone to another dog because I am deceased here. I'm not dog, I'm kitty. Yeah, well, that's my nickname has been since the year 2011. Meow, meow. I'm kitty. I'm not a dog, I'm kitty. That means that I'm a euthanized dog. That's a cat. Yep, I'm not really a dog. I'm kitty. And I don't have what it takes to say that anymore with Charles Toe not being here. Now you people think that I'm a dog barking, and I said it's deceased. It's not a dog barking. So I have all these things up here that have not been removed yet, and I don't need them. I saw Mitch here since I made this collection here, and he did not take the things away. I get it, he doesn't want to take things away from here, but that's him needing to take them away because he's going to give me something more and better. I need something else. And he didn't do that, and he's not going to watch this video because I gave him a lot of videos. He thinks he's being I don't know, being treated as mistreated. Let's say it that way. He thinks that he is being mistreated by that I send him a lot of text messages and videos that I recorded myself and posted on the internet, and they are links to the internet. I didn't send him just the video without the insurance. I sent him the insurance that is posted on the internet, and it's a link he can use to go directly to the video without having to look for something that I was describing. It's linked, so you can watch the link, connect to the internet and watch the exact video I am indicating I want him to see. He doesn't want to do that. And I have this exact problem right here, that it's not moving. And I didn't move it because I can't afford to do that. I didn't actually do this to myself, that I selected something I didn't want, and I throw it away myself. I can't. He wants me to give him a shopping list, but this is a little bit wrong here, that a shopping list won't be an adequate solution for the short time I have left and alive at this time now. And from now on, this is some water that I have, and then I have an extra case of water right here. And I could tell you how many bottles I want, but I don't get them all when I'm supposed to. This is a whole case of water. This is heavy. It's so heavy that I store it on the chair, because if I store it here, it's too heavy for the shelf, being this lightweight plastic. So in case you haven't noticed, somebody's supplying me with food. Now I'm talking to everyone on the internet. Somebody's supplying me with food, and they say they're paying rent charges, and they delivered food in an emergency. Fine, for the first delivery, that's an emergency to you. But we're past the first delivery. I need more food soon. This is good. I like having this, but I need more food soon. I need more chocolate milk. That's not enough. The vanilla milk is like, I can't get the top off right now. That's how you can see into it. So they left me in this emergency, and they asked me, what do I want to eat, that I should make a shopping list. And I don't have a shopping list for this problem. Nope, it's not cleanable. It's trashed. This apartment is trashed, and I don't have a shopping list for a trashed apartment. Nope, that's you needing to offer me what you can afford, because this apartment is trashed, and I am here right now. It's where I am. Yep, you don't ask me for a shopping list in a trashed apartment, or it's going to be nothing then. That's you needing to be in prison, and you don't know how to turn yourself into prison. Was elsewhere is not announced, is not true. If you're alive, you're doing prison. You don't have to tell me any sort of reason why you don't want to be in prison. I will assume that you don't want to be in prison. You're not there for all the reasons. That means you're not even in prison for one reason, and all the other reasons included. You are not in prison for any of the reasons, all of the reasons included. Now I'll say it another way. If you're not in prison on one point, you're not in prison for all the points included that someone would be in prison to God. And I'm not supposed to hear specifically anything about anybody who's not myself. You don't belong in public that way. You can't do that to public. I have the light on, and I need the light off for this part. But it's on. I can't turn the light off. It's on. So there's that light right there, and it's in the way so that you can't see clearly, that I'm supposed to show you the views. That says 2 views. This is your videos. Let me go to Charles Toe. Now I have to go in this way. Okay, that's the channel, I guess, handle you call it. It's focusing. And the light is right here, so it won't be a good picture, but I'm going to do it because I'm about to be charged with how many videos I'm posting. So this one's a long one. I'm posting it for myself, deceased, for anyone who's watching. That's why it doesn't make a lot of sense to you that you are a viewer. You are doing jails and prisons if you're a viewer. 2 views. 1 view, 1 view. I'm reading off the screen. 2 views, 8 views, 1 view, 1 view. It just went to, I touched one and it went to it, and that was an accident. But it's Ann Croker business card holding. That one accidentally linked to the video while I am on the screen here, and I'm turning it off as God. I turned it off as God. I'm looking at the views and they don't show up on the screen that I'm watching here. I'm 21 minutes and 27 seconds into the recording and I don't see it clearly. Maybe you can see something. 13 views. That's too many views for Superior Founder died of the people's denial. That's too many views. It should be 0 because I should have never had to make that video. And I'm still looking at other videos here. I'm just going to highlight the ones that are too many views. Cry Horror Carol Social Worker, 13 views. August 11th, 2025, 20 views. When You Want to Leave Somebody, 61 views. That's too many. Homeless Cry Horror, Joellen Myroff, 68 views. That's too many. Who Penis No. Who Penis No. 23 views. I'm not supposed to say that, but that's what's wrong with it. My right hand is getting tired from holding the camera, and it's also warm from the light. I have to make sure that the light doesn't overheat and the camera turns itself off. I have seen that done. So I will move it right along here because I am thinking about it now. "63 views. That's too many views for Do Elsewhere's Jerry, Geri, the landlord. I need to go to the YouTube video shorts, but I'm not there yet. Terms and policies, this video is removed. I'm aware of that. I left it there. I can delete it. Here it says delete, and I'm leaving it. It's still there. Terms and policies. I just touched it. I can see it. Harassment and cyberbullying. Take action. No, not take action. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines. That's because that's my photo ID with my address on it, and they don't want that on the internet, but that's too bad because it's right there. And I'm just saying that's what it is. Review content. No, I'm just going to close it. Terms and policies right there, and it's moving right there. I did not get this money out of a bank. Okay, this video that the video that I'm making right now could be removed for the same reason. So I closed Superior Founder, removed right here, terms and policies. No, I did close it because it could be removed again. I don't want it to be removed again. Like remove the video that I'm making right now because this one was removed. But I touched it and it still plays the recording for myself. But I have deleted it off my phone, but not this. I didn't delete it off YouTube because that's YouTube needing to do that. Moving on. The afterlife is going to be something like this for you, and I'm going to be there for parts of it, but I have a head, so I need to rest and I need to sleep even. I'll be sleeping in the afterlife. Yep. It won't be sleeping this head. I'll be in a different Godhead. It will not be feminine Godhead anymore. It will be a Godhead. I'm doing this for myself now. Are you going to be able to do this for yourself when you get to the afterlife? I'm doing it now because I've been deceased, disclosed by myself, so I do this myself. And I'm still making threats, but I will be deceased out of the female genitals, so then it's not really threatening me anymore that way. My female genitals will be imprisoned. I will be deceased out of my female genitals is how I'm getting out of prison. Okay, Hope Venus, it's not a penis. It just turned on. That's so funny. I didn't mean for that to happen. But here we are. 45 views is too many. I'm going to turn it off right here. 45 views is too many. It just went on again because I snarked at it. I'm threatening as God that I can do that, but it won't help you. It just turned it off again and kept going. I did it. That was you seeing that the Creator did just do that, and I didn't have to use my hand. My hand was not involved, and it's still happening right in front of me. That shouldn't happen to you, but it happens to me. Okay, who penis bending over his own penis? 61 views. That's too many views. You people make the threatening that when God says something that's beyond your mental capacity, you say you don't know and you expect God to tailor the rest of himself around what you know and what you don't know. And that's you being illegally keyed up in the genitals. The genitals need to be amputated. You have stolen everything. You can't lose an arm or a leg because the genitals are going to be amputated in the threatening. You have to lose the whole body. 18 views. That's a little too much for that one. Yep, I just started it because I'm angry. I don't want the problem that is. Turned it off. There's an age restriction here with an exclamation point because you don't know what's wrong with age restriction. That means the age is in dispute to itself, but not to somebody else looking at somebody who's smaller. Yeah, that's what's wrong with bad example for the children problem. You have to be the child to worry about that. You can't be an adult and worry about that. That's hysterical, not my problem anymore. I'm deceased out of that threatening. Okay, I'm still going. I'm tired in the back. My back is tired here. Okay, 26 views 3 months ago. It won't focus. I looked and it won't focus. So I'm going to keep going. Age restriction again. No views. They left the age restriction even though there's no views. But do we know that there's no youth watching? That's what they need to know. That's not what you would need to know. You can't watch the youth for themselves. They are many times trying to correct you, and they are not able to do that because you are watching their age too closely. 34 views here is too much. Too many views. Too much in karma. Sin lost in high-speed trafficking is what I think it says after that, but I can't read it from here because it will turn on the whole video, and I don't want that. 4 views, made for kids. That's really an accident. It's 4 views. It's not really made for kids. Made for kids again. That's not really true. Age restriction again. "19 views. That's too many views for the threatening. I'm not going to say it out loud because it's not true that I would. Thank you. That means I've had to make videos about things I would rather not, but that's your leverage over me. You make me do things I don't want to do for myself. A lot of things I don't want to do for myself. 13 views is too many for this problem he can't afford himself. 17 views is too many, but it's funny. Curator of the penis. "27 views. That's high. It's too high. That means I don't want to make that video, but I made it. 38 views is too high. I don't want to make that video, but I made it. 18 views is too high. I don't want to make that video, but I made it. I am coming to the end here. Yes, that's the end. Okay, now I'm going to shorts. Okay. 44 views, 368 views, 632 views is too many. 139 views is too many. 81 views is too many. 43 views is too many. 99 views is too many. 121 views is too many. 53 views is too many. 181 views is too many. 268 views is too many. 235 views is too many. 303 views is too many. And I'm angry right there. Okay, it won't focus because of the light or what? Okay. Keep going. 3.4K views. That could mean 3,400 views. And it's right here. I see it's not clear. It's blurry. I don't know if I can improve upon that. Let's say no. That's the best I can do. 3.4K views right there. And the light is right on myself. I can't see it. 668 views. That's too many. 286 views is too many. 81 views is too many. 153 views is too many. I'm getting hungry here. 109 views is too many. 648 views is too many. 1.1K views, that's too many. 250 views is too many. 397 views is too high of a count. That's why I'm saying is too many. Are too many is also true. 52 views, too many views. 432 views, too many views. 518 views, that's too many views. 243 views is too many views. 111 views is too many views. 93 views is too many views. 50 views is too many views. 255 views is too many views. 40 views for this video is too many views. 404 views is too many views. 446 views are too many views. 155 views are too many views. 138 views are too many views. 36 views are too many views here for what I am. 265 views are too many views for what I am. 72 views are too many views for what I am. 191 views are too many views for what I am. 583 views are too many views for what I am. 29 views here are too many views. 67 views here on just the camera was showing that it was off. It was on and then off by itself, and I posted itself, and that's too many views for you to know that I make errors when I'm creating myself. Okay, I am just about done with these glasses, and then I need no glasses because the door locking is tampered with by the creation of myself. That means I am come to myself deceased again, and I am still here in the door locking illegally because you are illegal action on the threatening, killing myself with threatening, and then you don't follow through on what you should be doing with food motions. That means you calculate that you do certain things wrong, and then you calculate that you're not going to carry the food for myself. And then we are really just a back and forth the wrong way because I'm not going to help you with that. I do need the food, and it's recorded in God that I need things. Need means I have God as a witness that I need something, that it will be mine, that is mine from God. And if you have an anger problem with God above myself, that is not supposed to be punished by that I don't get what I need, and I have to learn to live with it. I've been going through a whole lifetime of that, and I don't think you want the result is myself deceased out of feminine genitals and you standing in front of your own God and your own self saying, well, if she was deceased out of her own genitals, she would have been deceased out of her own genitals anyway, no matter what about me and all of the huge public that you are aliving with. And that's you using the public the wrong way. You don't have a life without the public, and the public doesn't have a life with you. The public has a life with myself, deceased out of feminine genitals. I alive the public. You're not supposed to make me say that.